Welcome to the CompTIA Project Plus Prepcast by baremetalcyber.com. Office productivity tools are the backbone of project documentation and analysis. They provide the means to create formal reports, track complex data, and present information visually to stakeholders. The three primary categories, word processors, spreadsheets, and diagramming software, cover most of the daily needs for documenting, calculating, and visualizing project work. While each serves a different function, they work best when used together as part of an integrated project toolkit. Word processors are used for the narrative and formal side of project documentation. Project charters, management plans, meeting minutes, stakeholder reports, and closeout summaries all benefit from the formatting and structure these tools provide. Popular options like Microsoft Word, Google Docs, and LibreOffice Writer allow for precise control over layout and presentation, while supporting styles, tables, and embedded objects. They also support versioning and change tracking, making them useful for collaborative drafting and reviews. In project management, using templates in word processors helps ensure that documents remain consistent across the project lifecycle. Templates enforce a standard look and feel, carry forward required sections, and streamline the creation of repetitive reports. Adding clear headers, maintaining a version number on the title page, and logging changes ensures stakeholders can see at a glance what they are reading and when it was updated. Aligning the tone, content, and detail of documents with stakeholder needs and the project phase makes them more effective. Collaboration features in modern word processing tools make it easier for multiple people to review and update documents without confusion. Google Docs, for example, allows real-time editing and commenting with permissions that can be adjusted for viewers, commenters, or editors. Microsoft Word's Track Changes feature lets reviewers suggest edits without altering the original text until approved. These features speed up review cycles and improve accuracy by consolidating feedback in one location. Spreadsheets serve as the primary analytical and calculation tools in many projects. They handle everything from basic task tracking to detailed financial models. Excel, Google Sheets, and Apple Numbers are commonly used, each offering the ability to store data, run formulas, and generate charts. They are versatile enough to manage budgets, resource allocation, risk scoring, and schedule calculations. Formulas and automation elevate spreadsheets beyond static data tables. Built-in functions handle calculations instantly. Pivot tables summarize large data sets, and lookup functions connect data between sheets. For repetitive processes like monthly financial updates or recurring status reports, macros can automate data entry, formatting, or chart creation, saving significant time. Spreadsheets are often used for lightweight project scheduling. While they don't match the capabilities of dedicated PM tools, they can model tasks, durations, and dependencies effectively. Conditional formatting can highlight overdue items, and charts can display simple Gantt views or milestone trackers. For smaller projects, this approach offers flexibility before transitioning to more complex scheduling software. Budgeting and financial tracking are also well supported in spreadsheets. Project managers can create detailed cost estimates, track actual expenditures, and compare them to budgets in real time. Multiple sheets can separate expenses by category or funding source, while formulas calculate variances automatically. Visual indicators like conditional formatting help flag potential overruns before they become critical. Risk and issue logs are another common spreadsheet use. With a simple table, teams can track risk descriptions, probability, impact, mitigation strategies, and status. Issues can be logged similarly, with fields for owner, priority, and resolution steps. Sorting and filtering allow quick access to the most urgent items, and these logs can be exported to or imported from project management systems for integration. Diagramming tools address the need for visual planning and system representation. Microsoft Visio, Lucidchart, Draw.io, and SmartDraw are common choices for creating everything from simple flowcharts to complex network diagrams. Visuals help stakeholders understand workflows, relationships, and data flows more quickly than text alone. Common diagrams in projects include process maps, swim lane diagrams to clarify responsibilities, organizational charts, and network diagrams to display task dependencies. For technical projects, entity relationship diagrams can map database structures or system designs. Using standard notation and symbols ensures the diagrams are clear to anyone familiar with the conventions. Best practices for diagramming include keeping layouts clean and logical, using consistent spacing, and labeling elements clearly. For more complex diagrams, including a legend or annotations helps prevent confusion. Diagrams should be easy to read both on-screen and in printed form, and they should serve a clear purpose in communication rather than adding unnecessary complexity. For more cyber-related content and books, please check out cyberauthor.me. Also, there are other prepcasts on cybersecurity and more at baremetalcyber.com. Collaboration is a critical feature for both spreadsheets and diagramming tools, especially in distributed or cross-functional teams. Cloud-based platforms like Google Sheets or Lucidchart allow multiple people to work on the same file simultaneously, with changes visible in real time. This reduces the risk of outdated versions being emailed around and ensures everyone is working from the same data or diagram. Permissions can be set so some team members can edit, others can only comment, and certain viewers can only see finalized outputs. This layered access helps maintain control over sensitive or in-progress work. Data security is a shared responsibility when using office productivity tools. Access control should be carefully managed, with edit permissions granted only to those who need them. Encryption in transit and at rest protects data from interception, and secure sharing links or password-protected files prevent unauthorized access. Regular backups, either automated through cloud services or manual exports, ensure that critical documents and spreadsheets can be recovered if something goes wrong. Version control and history tracking are also vital, especially when multiple people are making updates. Most modern tools store detailed version histories, allowing project managers to see what changes were made, by whom, and when. This transparency helps resolve conflicts, supports audits, and allows a rollback to earlier versions if needed. Maintaining a clear naming convention for exported versions further improves traceability, especially for formal deliverables. Templates play a significant role in increasing efficiency and consistency. Project managers often create or adapt templates for reports, trackers, and diagrams to avoid starting from scratch each time. These templates help ensure uniform formatting, required sections, and consistent terminology across multiple projects. Maintaining a shared library of reusable templates supports scalability and helps new team members quickly adopt standard practices. Printing and exporting functions are still relevant even in digital-first environments. Many tools can generate PDFs or printer-ready versions of documents, spreadsheets, or diagrams for use in meetings, audits, or client handoffs. Adjusting page layouts, margins, and scaling ensures the output is readable in its final format. For diagrams, exporting in vector formats can preserve clarity when scaling for larger prints or presentation slides. Office tools are adaptable across different project methodologies. In agile environments, teams may rely more heavily on boards and real-time dashboards, but word processors, spreadsheets, and diagrams still support documentation needs, such as backlog reporting or retrospective summaries. In waterfall projects, these tools often form the foundation for structured deliverables, like requirement documents, schedules, and status reports. Regardless of methodology, spreadsheets and diagrams are universal for tracking, analysis, and visualization. However, these tools do have limitations compared to dedicated project management software. They often lack built-in features like baseline tracking, critical path analysis, or resource leveling. Manual entry increases the risk of errors in large or complex projects, and without add-ons or integrations, linking them to other systems can require extra effort. Recognizing these limits helps project managers know when to use Office tools versus when to move to specialized platforms. Integration options can extend the value of Office tools. Embedding documents and spreadsheets into platforms like SharePoint or Microsoft Teams keeps them accessible within the project's central hub. APIs and add-ons can sync spreadsheet data with task management tools or pull diagram updates into workflow platforms. These connections reduce duplicate entry, keep data consistent, and improve visibility across the project. Accessibility and cross-platform compatibility ensure all team members can contribute. Most modern productivity tools offer browser-based access and mobile apps, allowing updates from virtually any device. This flexibility supports inclusive collaboration, especially for teams spread across different locations and time zones. Accessibility features such as screen reader compatibility, keyboard navigation, and captioning and embedded comments make these tools more usable for a diverse team. Training and skill development ensure that team members can use these tools effectively. Even experienced users benefit from refreshers on advanced spreadsheet formulas, diagramming conventions, or formatting techniques. Training can be delivered through live sessions, recorded tutorials, or quick reference guides. As tools evolve, continuous learning ensures the team takes advantage of new features that can improve productivity and accuracy. Archiving project artifacts from Office tools is a critical step in closeout. Finalized documents, datasets, and diagrams should be stored in a secure, centralized location for future reference. Cloud-based archives ensure availability across future projects, support audits, and allow for knowledge transfer to new team members. Proper metadata tagging and folder structures make retrieval faster and more reliable. Selecting the right tool for the task is an important skill for a project manager. Narrative reports and formal communications are best created in a word processor. Data-heavy analysis, tracking, and budgeting belong in spreadsheets. Visual planning, systems thinking, and process communication benefit from diagrams. Using each tool for its strengths and combining them where needed ensures clear communication and effective project documentation. In summary, mastering Office productivity tools means more than knowing how to type text, enter numbers, or draw boxes. It's about combining narrative, numeric, and visual elements into a cohesive set of project artifacts. By collaborating securely, tracking versions, using templates, and integrating with other systems, project managers can leverage these tools to improve clarity, coordination, and outcomes across any project environment. Thank you for listening. Please follow baremetalcyber.com on social media and check out our books at cyberauthor.me.